Hello and welcome back to NSUSpartans.com, fueled by Gatorade for post-game action here at the Norfolk Scope. The Spartans win tonight, 57-47 over Savannah State. The Spartans were led in scoring again by Pendarvis Williams. Our Spartan partners post-game player of the game tonight ended up with 20 points, and the Spartans, with a 10-point victory, move on to play North Carolina Central tomorrow right here at the Scope at 6 o'clock p.m. Right now, we'll send you to the press conference after the ball game, and we'll start with Coach Rob Jones as he talked about the victory tonight for the Spartans with Malcolm Hawkins and Pendarvis Williams.
State. Coach, if you could introduce your student athletes and give an opening statement, please.
I have seniors Malcolm Hawkins and Pendarvis Williams. We knew it was going to be a hard-fought game, and it was exactly that. Savannah's a very good team, very well-coached team. We were able to make some plays in a few stretches to come out with the victory at the end.
Take any questions for student athletes or coach?
Big thing last night was finishing the ball game. It seemed like tonight we did a much better job of finishing out the ball game. Talk a little about some of the things we did differently from last night's start.
Well, like we mentioned, on Monday when they were pressing us towards the end of the game, that we were going to go back and rework our press break a little bit and make sure it was sharp again. And I think we did a good job breaking the press, and it really didn't bother us as much as it did Monday night. But that was a big emphasis the last 2 days of practice to sharpen up our press breaks to make sure, because I'm sure that anybody watched was going to try to press us, and I told the team that, and they did exactly that. Try to get after us a little bit because UMES had success. So that was the biggest difference. And, of course, we made some free throws down the stretch, got some good defensive stops and some rebounds as well.
Did you play at their pace, you feel like?
Somewhat, but, no. I mean, not so much. I mean, we're not playing at the 75-point pace anymore that we used to play at the beginning of the season. So our pace now is in the high 60s, mid 60s. We got 57, so we weren't too far off our pace. We try to speed them up in spurts, but with us playing less guys this playoff run, we know we're not going to be able to run them down and fly up and down the court. Playoff games are not going to be run and gun games. They're usually going to be grinded out half-court type situations, and we've been working on that diligently in practice.
Interesting game, don't you? You look at it from a box score standpoint. Your leading scorer only scores 1 point. He was aggressive. You like the shots he took, but
Not all of them. He know that.
I'm sorry. It's a real big team. Talk about the contribution from everybody tonight, because it seemed like if they weren't there, it would have been a different story.
Well, everyone stepped up. I mean, Jamel came up with 4 for 4 from the free throw line, which he's been improving his free throws from the previous years, but he's still not at an 80% clip. But today he really stepped up and knocked down free throws. Penny, of course, made 5 for 5 and had 20 points. And I think that we have a solid team that guys are able to pick up the slack when, hopefully never again when Malcolm has 1 point. But the guys picked it up and they did a pretty good job of it.
What was the key to your the second half run? You scored 13 straight.
How much time was left during that run?
13 minutes roughly.
Oh yeah.
You hit a 3 from the right wing. That kind of ignited.
Yeah. When I hit that 3, it was like about 5 seconds left on the shot clock, and I had to get up a shot over a small guard, Devin Williams. But during that run, we were getting a lot of stops, and that led to transition buckets, and I was able to get like an and one, I think, and I think Hawk got a layup, Maurice Phelps got a layup. It was our defense that led to that run.
Coach, when you have the conference tournament at home, is it tougher to kind of tune out the noise, crowd, and sort of focus on? I mean, a lot of people here want to see Norfolk State do well, and you guys have a job to do, and they mean well. Could you just talk about being in the tournament at home?
Well, when they first announced that the tournament was going to be at home, I think everybody thought it was going to be a huge advantage for us, and I don't think it's a huge advantage at all. I think when we went down to Winston-Salem a couple years ago, we were able to focus and treat it like a true road game and not have so many hanger-ons, try to be around us or call the guys or, bug the guys for extra tickets and stuff like that. It was just kind of more focused. But what we've tried to do is, we're staying in a hotel just like every other team. We try to implement curfews and things of that nature to make sure that the guys stay focused and treat it like a road game. Even myself, my coaches as well, obviously some of them are married and things of that nature, but we said no wives, no girlfriends, no fiancés, no anything come to the hotel because we want to treat it like a real road game, and we're just there, just trying to do it just like that, like a true road game. But of course, there's some distractions, and of course, there's probably added pressure because everyone wants you to do so well. But I think that we put enough pressure on ourselves because we believe that, if everything could click together, we have a team that can win this thing. So we put enough pressure on ourselves besides the fans.
And last one for me, just thoughts about NC Central.
Well, NC Central's they're a good basketball team. You don't win 26 games. I think they're 26-5 or 25-5 or whatever they might be, without being a good team. I don't care who you played or anything like that. You're a good team if you win 26 games, and we're going to have to come out and be ready to play. They got us by 6 at home. I don't think we gave them our best shot at home. We're going to go back tomorrow, rework some things, and shoot around. Obviously we only have really one day, really almost one hour to prepare. We're going to watch some film. We will watch some film and things like that and try and prepare that way. But they're a good basketball team, and I think tomorrow is kind of a matchup that a lot of people want to see, and they're going to get a chance to see it. So hopefully we're ready, and we will be ready. We will be ready. So.
You kind of answered the question I was going to ask. This is a two-part. First, from your side, what is the mindset from now until, I guess, 6 o'clock tomorrow? So a quick turnaround. So what do you do? How much time do you prepare? How much rest? That's your part. And you guys, your question is a simple one. As seniors, are you guys playing with an even more heightened sense of urgency, having been to the playoffs and know what that feels like? Is this a sense of urgency for you right now that, like, I got to make a play to keep playing? I'll go with the players first.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Malcolm.
As a senior, yes, definitely is a sense of urgency. But you gotta stay composed out there. You can't just out of nowhere just make a play. You gotta stay composed and just wait your turn. And today it was a team effort. So it's definitely a sense of urgency. It's such an urgency for the sophomores, the freshmen, the juniors, all down the line on the team.
I would say most definitely. It's win or go home, and obviously I've won a championship before. I've been to the NCAA tournament before, and I want to get back. So I'm trying to do whatever it takes to get back, and if that means making a big play down the stretch and playing defense or whatever it takes to do it, I'm willing to do it.
And for us, our preparation will go, it's about almost 11 o'clock now, so we'll go back to the hotel. I think we have some pizza, some Applebee's or something, a pizza. What do we have coming? I don't know. Hot dogs or something, chicken wings or something. All right, we got something coming back to the hotel. You can tell I don't even get involved in these things. I just show up. So, but we're gonna eat, and then tomorrow morning, they had us in here at 7:30 in the morning, shoot around. So obviously we're not going to do that, but we will shoot around in our gym and prepare, and we'll probably watch some film about 11 o'clock and things like that to get ready for tomorrow's game. But there's going to be more rest than all out, practice and stuff like that. We'll walk through some concepts and go over a few concepts, a few plays that they like to run, but it's not going to be an all out practice.
Is this a revenge game, having played them a week ago, or is this a game that, hey, we win and we get to the championship?
Both.
They just have to be the team in our way.
It's both. It's both, and I can tell you that, and I say that from myself down to the players that aren't here. I think they feel like it's both. I think we really didn't give them our best shot on when we played them at home, and I think these guys really want to get back. Of course, Malcolm had a huge game, best game of his career. Hopefully he can shoot like that again tomorrow. But hopefully other guys who didn't have good games will have good games so we can put it all together and really get it going. But just like you said, right now we're in the semifinals. Our goal in this tournament, we had 3 goals, and that was it really had nothing to do with the first round. Not saying that we was overlooking the first round, but it really had nothing to do with the first round. We wanted to get to Friday. That was our first goal. And now we've achieved our first goal. And then when we get to Friday, we want to get to Saturday. So hopefully we can achieve that. And then Saturday, we want to win the thing. If you're going to get all the way to Saturday, there's nothing else to do but win the thing. But Friday was our first goal. We knew if we had to play 4 games, first 2 were going to be tough. We knew we had, UMES, everyone kind of saw them as a team that was, 6-24, whatever they were, 4-20, whatever they were. But we knew as a staff and as players that they were they had solid individual players. And unfortunately for us, they got really hot, on Monday. But today was another day, and we wanted to get to Friday. And so a goal 1 is achieved. Now, hopefully we can achieve the next 2.
Malcolm, what went wrong for you tonight, and how
I think at times I was rushing my shot. Savannah State, they did a great job just chasing me around, making me think too much, I say. But my teammates, they stepped up. Penny, he had a big game. Maurice Phelps, Brandon Good, Jamel had a big game. So, they picked up the slack for me.
Probably, Coach. Maurice Phelps has given you a huge lift off the bench. I think tonight was 3 or 4. He had a couple threes. Talk a little about his effort over his last couple of weeks, because it seems like he's sort of being what you wanted him to be at the beginning of the year, at the end of the year, probably at the right time.
Well, now I think he's embracing his role more. I think before he was caught in between mentally, wanting to start or, oh, I'm coming off the bench, so I'm not as good as the starter or whatever the case is. And that's not always the case. I mean, for us, we think, for an individual standpoint, we think Jamel is a better starter. He plays better when he starts than when he comes off the bench. We've brought Jamel off the bench a few times, and his production is almost zero. We bring Maurice Phelps off the bench, and his production is pretty good. It's pretty good when he starts too, but now you take the lesser of the two and you let Jamel start and him come off the bench so they could equally, play equally at a high level. But he's embraced his role. And, he's playing 25, 27 minutes off the bench, so you can't be too mad coming off the bench. It's almost, it's almost 30 minutes a game. But he's really defending. He's making some shots finally. Maurice Phelps is a pretty good shooter, but he hasn't shown that with his percentages. You look at the stat sheet, if I had to put him on a scout, I would say non-shooter. But we know in practice that some days he gets really, really hot. He can really shoot the ball. So hopefully he'll continue to be hot these next 2 days and keep getting us the impact that he has.
Any other questions? Coach, players, thank you.
All right, thanks.
Congratulations.
Again, Norfolk State wins tonight, 57-47. Our Spartan Partners post-game player of the game is Pendarvis Williams, finished with 20 points and 3 steals for the second consecutive night. He is our Spartan Partners post-game player of the game, and congratulations to him and the team as they take on the top seed North Carolina Central right here at the Scope at 6:00 p.m. tomorrow. If you can't be here at the Scope, make sure you tune in to Star 1310 for all of the action. Myself and Matt Mihalik will have the call for you at 5:45 p.m. Again, Norfolk State wins tonight, 57-47, and advance to the semifinal round against the number 1 seed, North Carolina Central. You're watching NSU Spartans, fueled by Gatorade.